People Station V103 home of the Ryan Cameron Morning Show. Wanda Smith, Big Tig doing big things. Inviting the whole planet to tune in and turn up at watchv103.com. I have some guests in studio. I have Detective Toure Heywood and his beautiful wife Ebonique in studio. How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Thank you.
How you? Now he walks in and he says, "Tigger, I met you a long time ago," and I was like, "Where?" And he was like, "DC Haynes Point." Haynes Point used to be so much fun. Haynes, shout out to everybody from the area. Haynes Point used to, now you were a Marine back then, correct?
Right.
Let's tell your story. You're currently an East Point police detective, correct?
Correct.
And a member of the SWAT team.
Correct.
Which is amazing because I watch SWAT all the time. Like I love that movie. But you need a let me get this right, multi-visceral organ transplant. Explain to me what that is and how we got to this point.
A multivisceral transplant is a transplant that includes stomach, liver, pancreas, upper bowel, and lower bowel.
Wow.
They don't even do the procedure in Georgia.
Really?
I have to go to Georgetown in D.C.
Okay.
So I was created, I was working at Georgia State University Police.
Okay.
And I got hit by a vehicle on a traffic stop.
Wow.
The vehicle stopped, and as I began walking to the vehicle, they just floored it.
Wow.
So at that point in time, I had to think on my feet, to either below or over. So I went over.
Right.
And my head hit the windshield, and I blacked out. And when I came back to consciousness, I was still in the air flipping. I felt like somebody caught me and laid me in the street because, you know, gravity is going to suck you to the ground.
Right.
I didn't have a broken bone,
Really?
a bruise, busted head, nothing.
Mm.
So they took me to the hospital. They thought my leg was broken, but it wasn't. It was
Right.
just twisted funny.
Okay.
I was in the ICU for 2 days, and they ran some tests, you know, to see if I had internal bleeding at the time,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't.
Right.
So over the years, I kept getting sick,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody could explain why I was getting sick. And I was going to different hospitals, Piedmont, St. Joseph, then I ended up at Emory.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the ones that pretty much said, hey, you know, there's nothing else we can do for you.
Really?
And I'm looking at them, what you mean there's nothing else we can do for you?
Right.
You figure something out.
How long ago was that?
This was last year.
Last year. Go ahead.
Right. So at that point in time, they sent a referral up to Georgetown,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to go up there and go through a series of tests because they have to make sure you're healthy to even get a transplant.
Right.
Because the amount of time that you're going to be under, which is my operation, a minimum of 12 hours.
Wow.
So with the multivisceral transplant, all the organs, and a lot of people don't understand this, has to come from the same person.
Mm.
It can't be one and one,
Right.
because then the organs may not even get
You might
along.
not- right.
So with they coming from one body, they're already getting along. So
Right.
my body just have to adapt to it.
So how long have you been on the donors list at Georgetown?
Yeah, as soon as I went up there last year and I did the test, they put me on the list.
Now they removed your spleen and your gallbladder already.
Correct.
Those are gone, and you need, like, for example, should you not receive these organs, what is your prognosis?
I mean, I'm really not thinking about that. Hopefully,
Right.
I get a donor, but they told me there was no other option. Either
You need to have this.
right, either get the transplant or basically cash out.
Ebonique, I can't imagine. Well, first of all, you are to be commended for your strength in this situation. How has it been, and how is it watching him go through this and the whole entire situation?
It's pretty tough. I think basically I just learned to adjust to it.
Right.
Every day is a different struggle. Either he's feeling okay, we go normal day. He's not feeling okay, and then he just stays home. But
Right.
it's like we're used to it because we dealt with it so long that I have no other option. We have no other option
I'm
But-
sorry, my microphone is acting foolish.
but just to move forward. I mean, we have a lot of faith, so hopefully everything will work out.
So you've set up a GoFundMe account, which, you know, I think is awesome that GoFundMe even exists now. A, people can tell their stories. B, they can help from people who they might not have ever known about. Please let everyone know your GoFundMe account and how they can get in touch with you to help out in your situation, whether or not they know of a donor or any way that they could possibly help you out and your family.
Right now, you can search me up on Facebook. Just type in my name, Toure Heywood Heywood on Facebook. Send me a friend request. You can go to my GoFundMe account, type in the same name, and it'll pull it up. I also have another organization called HelpHopeLive.org, which is set up through Georgetown.
Okay.
And like I said, people can't really say, well, I want to donate an organ, because the doctors, they have to go there and
test and all of that.
Test it, examine it, make sure everything is matched up, make sure there's no tears or rips.
Right.
It has to be pretty much perfect before they even call me.
Right.
So I can get a call any day now and say, hey, get to the airport.
Right.
And, I already got a bag packed. I'm ready.
You got your bag ready to go.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Now, this transplant will cost tens of thousands of dollars, I'm told.
Correct.
It's not covered by insurance and all of that stuff?
Well, my insurance will cover so much of it,
Right.
but there's additional expenses, like we're going to have to maintain 2 homes. See, we live here in Atlanta, but doing the surgery, I'll be up there for the next 7 to 8 months.
Right.
So even when I get out of the hospital, I still have to stay in the area.
To be around that hospital.
Exactly. Get back to the hospital for them to monitor me.
Right.
So someone has to be there with me 24/7. So my wife and my parents are basically playing tag team.
Right.
Okay, I'm it. You can go back to Atlanta.
Right.
And, back and forth like that. So.
Well, first and foremost, Detective, thank you for your years of service in the Marines and as a police officer. I think your story, however sad it may seem, is still uplifting and inspiration to a lot of people. Because for you to get, basically flipped over by a car and you're still walking around and able to tell your story and still have hope is amazing. Again, please check out the GoFundMe account. And is there any other way that they need to get in contact? I know they have the Facebook and the other. I just want to make sure everybody can find you in any way possible, because I want people to help out. I want Atlanta to help you out.
You can go to my Facebook account, friend request me, and I will accept your request.
Okay.
I'm getting people from Tennessee, Missouri.
Nice.
A guy the other day saying, it's reached as far as Virginia and Carolina. So people are finding out about it. Somebody called me from California. And that's basically what I want. I want my story to be an inspiration to somebody else.
Okay.
Even though, the surgeon said you look the exact opposite of what I just looked at on the monitor.
Okay. That's a good thing.
Well, I'm supposed to be in the hospital.
Right.
And I work out every day because I want to better my chances going in.
Right.
So I'm better coming out.
Indeed.
Besides, I want to be the sexiest transplant patient there is.
I don't know what your wife thinks about that.
She gonna like it.
Well, again, both of you, thank you for your time and coming in. I just, we heard about the story. We thought it would, and we do our part to help get the word out. And I didn't even know I met you before, so me and you cool. We back in the day, homies.
There you go.
But please continue to keep your faith. Good luck, and if we can help in any way, please feel free to reach out to us.
And I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all giving me the platform and the time. I thank y'all.
Ebonique and Detective Toure Heywood, ladies and gentlemen. Go friend them. Go help them. Please, I'm asking, and I don't mind begging, okay? Thank y'all for stopping by.